I have a bone to pick with Apple with the AirPods Pro Max. First, I want to talk about the positives of the AirPods Pro Max, and then afterwards tell you more about the negatives of the AirPods Pro Max and why I would not recommend getting one of these over any other type of headphones that you can get. First of all, these are the first AirPods Max that came out. I actually got them the same day that they were released because I was so hyped for them and they've been rumored for such a long time. So I thought I had to get these. Even though they were €550 at the time, I still wanted to give them a try and see if I enjoyed them. The sound quality of the headphones have been amazing. To be honest, I would argue it's one of the best sounding headphones that you could buy. You just hear every single instrument that is being played within the song, and the clarity is really good. The bass is not like very punchy, but you definitely have a bit of bass there. You can definitely jam to some really good house music with this. Overall, you're really getting these for the clarity and the specific sound that these really give off. These are awesome sounding headphones, and over time, they haven't sounded any worse. They've just sounded exactly the same. No changes to the audio. I've always been very happy with the sound quality from these. The noise cancelling and transparency mode is also fantastic on these. Using them on the airplane has been a blessing. You really don't hear anything else that is on the plane. Ranging from the motor noise of the airplane, of course, to babies crying on an airplane. These things block out a lot of noise. Even transparency mode is fantastic. Just having them on transparency mode, really listening to the surroundings around you very clearly, which is an awesome feature to have on these. And it doesn't even feel like I've got a pair of headphones on. They are that crisp with the transparency mode, and the microphones on this is just excellent. Can't fault the noise cancelling at all. The transparency mode is also fantastic. These are a great pair to have or on an airplane for sure. The battery life has also been very good, and to be honest, I haven't had it degrade at all since I've owned these. The battery life is rated for 20 hours, but to be honest, I don't get to 20 hours. I usually get to around 16 or 17 hours, to be honest. I don't hit the 20. It's not like I'm gonna be wearing them for 20 hours straight anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Also, plugging them in, they're super quick to charge. It doesn't really matter that the battery life is only 16 hours because it charges up super quick anyway. Overall, the battery life and charging has been great on these headphones. I don't think you would need any more really, unless you just want to plug them in less. That really hasn't been a problem to me at all. Now we're gonna start getting into some more negative stuff. First, the build quality of these are awesome. I love the aluminium cups, and I think the design is also fantastic. They look really cool and still modern to this day, even for a 5-year-old pair of headphones now. And the hinge is also fantastic. I haven't had any problems with the hinge, and it's designed just really well and made very sturdily. Now, the beef that I have with the AirPods Max is the upper band itself. It just has fallen apart completely. I don't know if you can see that. You'll see it in the B-roll, of course. The upper band has just fallen apart completely. It hasn't ripped or anything, but it's just lost all of its strength. And I've tried multiple different ways to try and get its strength back so that it wouldn't hurt when wearing the headphones anymore. But I've just not been able to do that. I've taken the headphones apart completely. So took the cups off the band and tried to put them in boiling water or something, and it will reshape it back. And it has definitely helped doing that. And it did for a time hold it back. With one wear, there was just no tension anymore on the upper band. When I wear them now, I just feel all the weight on these two metal prongs, and it really hurts. I can't wear them for more than 10 minutes without it hurting the top of my head. Just that alone really made me regret buying these as a long-term user. As I said earlier, I've had them for roughly 5 years, and for a pair of headphones that cost as much as they do, I would expect them to last a lot longer, especially with the headbands and stuff. The cups, they have been used a lot, and you can tell that they've been worn down quite a bit. I didn't really mind the cups being worn down so much, as these are so easy to replace. Of course, they're very expensive for what they are. That's why I haven't replaced them at all. They're like €100 for the pair. It's very expensive for what it is. What really helps is that they're just easily replaceable, and they come on and off with magnets like this, which is way better than this top band that costs a huge amount to replace and headband is not worth replacing, as within 2 years or so of my use, 2 or 3 years, I ended up not using them anymore purely because this band has given away. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments of anyone who has owned the first generation, and I would guess the second generation of these have now got this problem too, as the second generation uses the same type of headband. I've thought about getting like rubber inserts for them, but then I've also seen online that people said it was uncomfortable to use them, so it made me not really want to get them either. In the end, I just realized that using AirPods Pros are just a way easier and better solution instead of using these anyway. Just that the form factor is a lot smaller and they're half the price of these headphones. With the sound quality now, especially on the AirPods Pro 3s, are, I would argue, better than these, with the ANC also being very strong as well. To recommend an over-ear pair of headphones like these is very, very, very tough, especially when a product like the AirPods Pro 3s are out now and they're just a far superior product to have. Easier to charge, especially when you're done with the earphones, you just put them in and you don't have to think about it. You don't have to plug them in as much as you would with this. Easily pocketable with the AirPods Pro 3s as well. And a very small thing, but if you're in bed and you're just lying on your side, you don't feel the AirPods as you would with a pair like this, which just further enhances the listening experience and, to be honest, the experience of the device itself, and why I would stick more to AirPods Pros instead of the AirPods Pro Max. When I first owned these though, these were quite comfortable, to be honest. I could easily wear them for 2 hours at a time and not be bothered by like my head or ears or getting too warm or anything. These were great headphones, but it's just over time, they just ended up not being very good at all. And the durability of them just didn't really last. So I wish they were better. I don't really know what to do with these now, as yeah, they just seem like a paperweight to me, sadly. Even though they work perfectly fine, I just don't know what to do, as listening to them just hurts too much. So thank you guys for listening to the review / rant about the AirPods Pro Max. I have enjoyed them for the short amount of time of like 2 years, but after that, they've been dead to me, sadly. It's really a shame. If you have any comments about the AirPods Max, then just go down to the comments and let me know what your stories have been, or if you ever wanted a pair of AirPods Maxes. Also consider subscribing, as I'm going to be putting out more videos, not just on Apple products, but just technology in general. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.